Welcome, class 12th, to your English class. Here I'm going to begin first chapter of your Flamingo textbook. That is the last lesson by Alphonse Daudet. Let's begin our class. Let's get the introduction about the story, the last lesson. The story is set in the days of the Franco-Prussian War, in which France was defeated by Prussia, that was led by Bismarck. In the story, the French districts of Alsace, Lorraine have passed into the Prussian hands. Here, in the story, the writer has tried to demonstrate the impact of the transition of the French people through the eyes of a young French boy, Franz, who is the protagonist of the story. Children, this is the time to get information about the writer of the story, The Last Lesson. Alphonse Daudet is considered to be one of the most iconic names of French literature. Unlike many famous writers in the world history, he was not very well educated, but he wrote his first novel at the age of 14. His works drew inspiration from instances of his life. But the depressing times of his childhood were reflected in few of his books. Though Daudet had passed away in the final decade of the 19th century, but still his name continues to be the popular amongst the citizens of France. A lot of educational institutions in France have been named after this famous writer. However, he was also criticized by many for being anti Jewish and monarchist. His book Les Nabab revolved around Jewish politicians and spoke about Alphonse's strong dislike towards the community. However, till date, Alphonse is considered by many literature lovers to be one of the handful writers who portray human emotions in a very realistic manner. Before starting the explanation, I would like here to comment about the two protagonists of the story. They are Franz, a French schoolboy who is a sensitive and honest schoolboy, but he is lazy and dislikes studying his native language, that is French. He hates even his French teacher, Hamel. The second protagonist of the story is Hamel, that is a French teacher. He is a sincere and strict teacher of the French language in the school of France. He is passionate about his work and also a good patriotic. Here we will find out how this strong man is going to break down at the end of his last French lesson in the school of the boy Franz. Let's now see. Let's know the summary of the chapter The Last Lesson. The story entitled The Last Lesson is set in the days of Franco-Prussian War, in which France was defeated by Prussia, that was led by the commander-in-chief Bismarck. In this story, the French districts of Alsace, Lorraine have been passed into the Prussian hands. The writer here try to demonstrate the impact of this transition on the people through the eyes of a young boy with the name Franz, who is the protagonist of the story. Here the story opens with the shocking information that the new Prussian rulers discontinued the teaching of French language in the schools of these two districts, which were handed over to the Prussian hands. So the French teachers were instantly asked to leave the districts. So Amhamel could no longer stay in his school. He was a French teacher there. Still, he gave lesson to his students with utmost devotion and sincerity as ever on his last day in the school. One such student of Amhamel, Franz, who otherwise dreaded the French class, and also Amhamel, his teachers Aaron, wrote. He came to the school thinking that he would be punished as he had not learnt his lesson on the participles. But on reaching school, he found Hammer, his teacher, dressed in his fine Sunday clothes, and the old people of the village were sitting quietly on the back benches. It was due to the order from Berlin, Germany. There was the changes in the school. That was the first day when this small boy realized for the first time how important their mother tongue French was for them. But unfortunately, it was his last lesson in the school. Hence, the story depicts the pathos of the whole situation about how people feel when they don't learn their own mother tongue. It tells us about the significance of one's language in one's life for the every existence of a race and how important it is for all to safeguard their mother tongue. Let's now start the chapter. Let's see the opening of the story, the last lesson. See the first paragraph. I started for school very late that morning and was in a great dread of scolding, especially because Amhamel had said that he would question us on participles, and I did not know the first word about them. Children note down the meanings of the hard words. Great dread of, that means with great fear of. Children, here I would like to now remind you about one thing. When France was defeated by Prussia in the Franco Prussian War that fought between these countries in the year 1870 till 1871, the orders from Berlin came to teach only German language in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. But this order suddenly awakened the spirit of patriotism and love for the language in every heart of the French people. The atmosphere of regret and deep loss we would find would hang in the whole class. That will include all the people who were present in the class, including the small school children. They also realized the same pain. Let's now understand the explanation. Here, the story starts with the introduction about the main character of the story, that is Franz, who is a young school going boy. He is the narrator of the story. Here it is told that morning, while he was getting ready to go to the school, he was in great fear about his French teacher M. Hammer because the teacher M. Hammer had informed the boy the previous day that he was going to take test about the topic of the grammar, that is the rule of participles. Children, in every language there is the rule of using the verb forms. Here in this class of France also, the rule of participles had been explained just one day before. So the teacher had given the same work for learning to the boy. But this boy, Franz, did not know even the first word about this language structure. That's why he was very much frightened to get the punishment by the teacher. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. It was so warm, so bright. The birds were chirping at the edge of the woods. And in the open field back of the sawmill, the Prussian soldiers were drilling. Drilling, children, here means the military training exercises. As we have come to know, the boy had not learnt his homework, so the thoughts of distraction came in his mind that he should bunk the school. So he started planning to have enjoyment outside as the day was quite bright and warm that day. He thought to enjoy the beautiful warm sunny day. Then he thought of another options. He thought he would go in the forest. Children, here wood means forest. So he thought that he would go in the forest and would enjoy the sweet and melodious chirping of the birds there in the forest. And then the thought came in the mind that he would go near the sawmill where the noise of the Prussian soldiers doing their drill practice he would enjoy. It was all much more tempting than the rule of participles, but I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. Tempting means attracting. Resist, that means to stay away, to control oneself. Hence, he started thinking everything outside in the life was much more attractive than to attend the boring rules of participles in the school. But as Franz was a sincere child, he resisted his all temptation and chose to attend the school. But he controlled his temptation and finally decided he would go and attend to the school, and thus he started running towards the school. See the next paragraph. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. The lost battles, the draft, the orders of the commanding officer. And I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? Children, bulletin board is a notice board for putting up the latest news and communication in the olden time by the city administrations. Thus, while going to the school, Franz walked past the town hall. There he noticed the huge crowd of the people in front of the bulletin board. Here the writer informed us that when the war between Prussia and France had been started since 2.5 years ago, only the bad news had been displayed on this bulletin board. So all the time the bad news like losing of the war by the French people or the drafts and the orders of the commanding officers had been always put up on this notice board. So all the time, the notice board communicated to the people through this bulletin board about all the latest news of the world. However, Franz thought in his mind while walking towards the school, and this time he thought what would be the news that had been put up at the notice board now. He was really confused and scared about the bad news which would be surely put up there on the notice board. Then, as I hurried by as fast as I could go, the blacksmith washer who was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin called after me, "Don't go so fast, Bub. You will get to your school in plenty of time." Apprentice is a trainee or a person who is learning any trade or profession by some skilled employer. As the boy Franz was walking hurriedly towards the school, suddenly the blacksmith, who was standing there with his trainee, called out the boy. That moment, blacksmith was also reading the bulletin board. So he addressed the boy by saying that there is no need to go in such a hurry to the school, as there is still sufficient time to reach the school. I thought he was making fun of me and reached Hammel's little garden all out of breath. However, Franz, the little boy, he thought that blacksmith would be making fun of him as he was already getting late to the school. That's why he didn't stop. He started now running towards the school, and without stopping to take a single breath, he walked fast and stopped when he reached in the garden of his school, which was run by M. Hamel, the French teacher. Usually, once school began, there was a great bustle which could be heard out in the street. The opening and closing of desks, lessons repeated in unison, very loud, with our hands over our ears to understand better, and the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table. Great bustle means excited activity or the movement. Unison means all at once or together. Rapping, that means to strike rapidly on a hard surface something, especially in order to attract the attention of others. Here, the narrator, Franz, he described when he reached the school, he was surprised to find that everything was quiet. Even the disturbing noises could easily be noticed outside the school in the street. Here, Franz describes the usual opening of the school in the morning time. There was always the lot of noise created by the children for opening and closing of the desks to take their place in the schools, and then the noise of the children repeating their lessons very loudly, and along with the teacher striking the table with the rulers to control the class could be easily heard out in the street. But now it was also still. But Franz was surprised at how everything was quiet and silent that day. I had counted on the commotion to get to my desk without being seen, but of course, that day everything had to be as quiet as Sunday morning. Counted on means depending on, or that means to remember something. Commotion, that means noise and confusion. Here, Franz recalled how in the past he could easily get a seat without being noticed or seen by anyone due to the disturbance or the noise going on in the class. But of course, everything that day was as quiet and calm, just like it is on the Sunday morning. Through the window, I saw my classmates already in their places, and Hammer walking up and down with this terrible iron ruler under his arm. However, Franz had to peep inside the class. He found that his all classmates were taking their place and they were seated on their seats. And their teacher, Hammer, he was walking in the class with the ruler made of the iron placed under his arm. Thus, instead of controlling the children by wrapping the ruler on the table, the teacher was walking and taking round of the class by keeping his cruel iron ruler under his arm. I had to open the door and go in before everybody. You can imagine how I blushed and how frightened I was. Blushed, that means one face turned red in color due to the shame. Here it is explained as everything was settled that day in the class, so the boy had to open the door and had to take the permission to get inside the class. He was ashamed of being late that day in the school, so he was blushing for his negligence. So he also started fearing of scolding by the teacher while making the entry in the classroom before everyone. But nothing happened. Hamel saw me and said very kindly, "Go to your place quickly. Little Franz, we were beginning without you." But Franz found it to be very strange as Hamel, his teacher, did not say anything. But on the contrary, the teacher addressed him politely and asked him to get to his seat as the class was going to start without his presence. So he advised the boy to take his seat. I jumped over the bench and sat down at my desk. Not till then, when I had got a little over my fright. Fright means fear. Did I see that a teacher had on his beautiful green coat, his frilled shirt, and the little black silk cap all embroidered that he never wore except on inspection and prize days. So here it is mentioned while the little boy Franz was surprising to get the strange and the polite behavior of Hammer in the class that day. He was still wondering, but he took his seat. But here, while taking his seat, he again noticed some unusual things in the school that day. At first, he found that his teacher, Hammer, had put on his special dress that day in the school. He was wearing his beautiful green coat with frilled shirt and the small black silk cap. Everything was embroidered. But while taking his place over his bench, Franz noticed some unusual happenings in the school and his class that day. He was frightened to look around his surrounding. First of all, he noticed that his teacher was wearing that day a beautiful green coat, frilled shirt, and the small black cap. Everything was well decorated and embroidered. He remembered his teacher used to wear this special attire only on the special occasions in the school, like inspection or the prize days in the school. He started thinking why the teacher was in special dress that day. Besides, the whole school seemed so strange and solemn. Solemn means serious or sad. Secondly, the boy noticed the whole school was looking quite different and serious that day. But the thing that surprised me most was to see on the back benches that were always empty the village people sitting quietly like ourselves. Now, the further more Franz noticed in the class that surprised him and shocked him the most was to see that on the back benches of his classroom, the benches which used to remain vacant and empty that day, they were occupied. The village people sitting quietly like ourselves. Old Hauser, with his three-cornered hat, the former mayor, the former postmaster, and several others beside. He noticed there some important villagers were sitting like the school children. Franz was surprised to see some important villagers sitting over there. So these peoples were like the old Hauser. Old Hauser was a retired primary school teacher of a school. So he was sitting there with his three-cornered hat. Then further he noticed there were sitting some more important people like the former mayor, former that means retired, the retired mayor of the city, the former postmaster, and the several other important villagers. They were also sitting like the school students over there. Everybody looked sad. So further, he again mentioned he noticed that everything was looking very grimful and sad that day in the class. Hauser had brought an old primer. Primer, it is the beginner's book used to teach the languages to the tiny tots. That means the small children. So this teacher had brought that day the old primary book. It was in his hand, thumbed at the edges, and he held it open on his knees with his great spectacles lying across the pages. Thumbed at the edges, that means when the corners of the book get soiled or torn due to the overuse of the book. However, it is mentioned the retired teacher Hauser he had brought that day in the class old primer book, that is the basic French language book. In his hands, he was keeping this book on his knees and he set his spectacles to look at the thumb edges of the book. So he was also looking very serious in the class. While I was wondering about it all, Hamel mounted his chair and in the same grave and gentle tone which he had used to me, said, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you." Grave, that means serious. Mounted, that means ascended or climbed. However, while the boy was wondering about the uncommon things going on in the school and the class, suddenly the teacher ascended from his chair and he addressed to the class in a very serious and polite tone. He addressed to the class in the same tone in which he had talked to the little boy that day. While commenting and addressing to the class, the teacher said that the children, this was their last French language lesson in the school that he would give them. The order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive. So further, the teacher commented as the country France had lost the battle against the Prussian army. So the country had been now deprived of the bordered districts of Alsace and Lorraine. So these bordered cities people have been now deprived of speaking and using their mother tongue, that is French. So informed the children, now the order has come from the German rulers from the capital Berlin, now only to teach the German language in these border cities. These are Alsace and Lorraine. Hans, the teacher, further told that their new French teacher is going to replace him by tomorrow. So this was as his last French lesson. So he wants the attention of everyone in the class that day. What a thunderclap! These words were to me. Oh, the wretches! That was what they had put up at the town hall. Thunderclap means a crashing sound of thunder. Here it means the shocking news that disturbed the peace of mind of everyone. Wretches that stand for villains or the people who deserve contempt. Now, hearing this dreadful announcement by the teacher, Franz was totally shocked. Really, these were the shocking words for the little boy. He was shaken up to his bottom. So he remembered. So it was the same news of banning their mother tongue usage in their district that was put up at the notice board of the town hall. That was there was the big gathering of the people around the bulletin board. I hope you have all well understood the explanation, but wait for the uploading of the next part of the chapter. Till then, thank you all. God bless you. But children, do like and support the channel by pressing the bell icon. God bless you all.